This is Roland Campos. After years of living in New York City,
he's experienced it all.
From burgers to bonbons, Roland has taken more than a bite out of the Big Apple. He comes to you today,
ready to rate all of New York City's food.
This is the Food Court.
Welcome to another edition of Roland's Food Court. I'm your host, Roland Campos. And follow me on Instagram at Roland's Food Court, on Twitter at Rolandos99, and also on YouTube. You can find us at Roland's Food Court. And as always, if you want to find our show, you can find it on SiriusXM On Demand. As always, I have my co-host here, Carl.
Hello, everybody.
We're sharing a mic. They threw us out of the other studio.
We're like the Pointer Sisters today.
Yeah, yes, it was very bad. But as always, Carl, thanks for coming by.
Yep.
He's texting, so he's not even paying attention right now. But thank goodness, though. We're gonna do something different. We usually talk about the news of what's going on in the food world, but we have our friend, family. He's like family for our food court. Dave Rosen from Ubons.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Ubons BBQ. Dave, thanks for coming by.
My pleasure. You know that.
And of course, you can find Dave at Ubons, ubons.net. And at Ubons BBQ on Twitter. Thanks for coming by, Dave.
Man, it's always great to be here.
How have you been?
I'm awesome. We've been cooking so much Q.
Yeah. Dave brought some wings, and I know you guys don't know that, but we're gonna post pictures up on the Twitter of the delicious wings marinated in their famous Bloody Mary mix.
Yeah, it's not just for drinking anymore. You got to marinate and stuff. You got to think outside the box when you're dealing with stuff.
Tastes phenomenal. So what'd you do to these wings?
All I did was put them in a Ziploc bag, poured the Bloody Mary mix on them, let them sit overnight, and then cooked them off.
Oh, wow. It was delicious.
It's like simple.
They're really good, and I really enjoy them because I'm already drunk off of the one Bloody Mary that he made me.
He's a little punchy, but it's delicious, though.
Thank you.
He's a little heavy-handed.
I know.
Well, I was told that if I'm going to serve Bloody Marys, I was told. I've been instructed.
Yeah, but before you get to more about Dave, we're going to do some food news. McDonald's targets Shake Shack with fancy British burgers. They're trying to beat Shake Shack, McDonald's. Because now the people found out, wow, it's shit. So I say this to McDonald's. It's not that bad, but it's not that good. But they want to do a fancy burger for $7.20 to make it like a fancy meat and everything, so it looks delicious.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work.
Would you go to McDonald's and order a fancy burger?
A fancy burger at McDonald's?
Yeah.
What's next? You're going to have to start tipping the people that work there?
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Let's say if you work for, who is it? Danny Meyer. He says no tipping.
No tipping. Just the tip.
Just a tip.
Just for a second.
Oh, be careful, guys.
McDonald's can't make a good hamburger. That's not what they're in the business of. They're in the business of just making fuel. You know what I mean? They can't make anything better than that. They should just not even try.
It's the original cheap eats.
Yeah. They should just embrace it, and then that's it. Move on.
Everybody's trying to compete. Even Five Guys is now advertising outside their restaurants hand-spun shakes. Wonder why they're doing that.
Unbelievable.
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. Right. Oh, yeah, because Shake Shack's now taking over the West.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're going.
Don't fuck with my In-N-Out.
That's my boy.
And also they're going overseas. They're like in Dubai, Thailand. They're going everywhere.
Well, they can have overseas,
but not. I do love In-N-Out. They're the animal style.
Double animal style.
Oh. Speaking of drunks, downtown Brooklyn, they're going to open a new Papaya King.
Really?
So when you get wasted in Brooklyn, now you have a little spot to go to.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
it's definitely going to be where you buy weed now.
Dirty dogs and dime bags.
Everybody knows where to buy weed now. Papaya King, the beacon of all weed smokers in Brooklyn.
Yeah, there's like a long line like, dude, you gotta try this. The papaya juice is awesome. And they're not even holding nothing in their hands. They're like, all right.
Have you ever been to Papaya King and they've given it to you? That's not room temperature, that papaya drink.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's always warm.
It's in the magic weird can that's been around for like 1920s.
Right.
And you go, you're going to drink it. You're like, am I going to poo myself? Maybe. I don't know.
Well, the answer is yes, but we don't know when.
We don't know when.
Listen, if you're in Papaya King, you're probably 3 years away from wearing diapers anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then it looks like in Long Island City, someone pulled another Summer Malagallis from...
my favorite.
Yeah, you know, heard about Summer from City Food and Wine. She disappeared. She owed her employees money. No one can find her right now.
Wow.
And one of her last interviews was at the food court.
Oh, wow.
Which is hilarious. But not her disappearing, but ironic.
Do you think the show is so bad she just left life?
No, I just think that she's probably cheap or something. I don't know. But there's another restaurant in Long Island City. They closed their restaurant without paying their employees. Now they're pissed.
That's like total crap.
The Water's Edge. They closed last week, and employees found out.
Water's Edge?
Yeah.
Where is it?
That's where my buddy has a wedding.
Oh, yeah, they're
really?
beautiful there.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
closed. They walked out.
Oh, your buddy just made it.
Yeah.
Wow, that lucky son of a bitch.
They should ask for a
Well,
discount.
I don't know about that.
I know.
Let me tell you something. You know, there's somebody praying right now, like, I don't want to marry this girl. I don't want to marry this girl. Are you serious? The place closed down that we booked?
And imagine
Dodging that bullet that way.
Oh yeah, how do you think the guy feels? How do you think the guy who last paid them for their gig there feels? Wait, if I waited 2 more days, I wouldn't have had to pay. The guy left.
My God.
Yeah, or his fiance goes, just pay him today, okay?
Hey,
Fine.
I want to do it at Water's Edge. I want to release the doves.
So my parents will be calmed down, and then they find out.
Is there
Even
anything
the employees
worse?
are.
Like you're
being married now.
Oh my God. Or, like you work in a restaurant. It's already one of the hardest jobs in the country, right? People shit on you the whole time they're there.
The hours.
They stiff you, the hours. Forget the back of the house. Those guys, they're treated like second class citizens.
Yeah, we're not real people back there.
But then you get the owner that just walks out and doesn't pay you the measly pittance that you've already earned.
Wow.
It's kind of like all my exes. I find out like the last one, like, don't go in there. Why? You guys broke up. Like, I did? Okay. Time to go.
I like how Roland named his ex-girlfriend all of my exes.
All of my exes.
Yeah. Speaking of exes, the Teflon King himself, David Chang.
Who can do no wrong.
No wrong. He goes,
The Hillary Clinton of the food world.
He goes, I'm gonna sell cereal milk, $8. Sold out.
Sold out cereal milk.
Now he's introducing his Thanksgiving croissant in his milk bars to kick off the holidays.
Tell our brother here what's in the croissant, please.
It is the delicious styles of turkey, stuffing, cranberry, and celery, and other secret recipes that Mr. David Chang will not reveal.
Not reveal.
And it's served warm in a croissant.
Yeah.
It's warm. There it is.
There's a picture of it. If that was a fold out, I think it was a centerfold.
Ooh. Yeah.
We have a fan of it here.
Yeah, because David Chang will introduce these, or like, he'll come up with like a weird
How much
concept.
are they, $100?
They are $59.95. I'm kidding. I don't know. I really don't know.
And you have to wait in line for 6 hours.
I feel like Brian Williams for a minute. I kid.
Wait. You know why I love when David Chang does stuff like this? Because I can't wait for someone to Yelp a turkey stuffed croissant.
Yeah.
That's what's worth it to me.
Yeah, there's gonna be some woman that she'll take a bite. She goes, "Oh my God, I'm so fat. Time for spin class."
You know, the
And
picture on her Yelp thing is her with her 2 cats dressed like Jedis.
Yeah,
but big on Star Wars.
Oh, Star Wars! I can't wait. But that is our food news, and again we have a David from Ubons.
That's right.
Thanks for coming by. You've been coming to food court. You were like one of my first guests ever.
I think so.
Yeah, you're a family now for the food court.
That's the best Bloody Mary mix ever.
Yeah,
and our buddy Eric ate all the wings that we'll deal with later.
Yeah.
We're gonna tweet a picture of Eric just being creepy eating the wings.
I know this will be edited out, but he said he'll put his pee-pee in there.
He has them in his pocket.
Well, I did this out, but he said he'll put his pee-pee in the wings.
Yeah, he went all Mike D on us.
He did say that. He did say
that. If I knew it was going to be that kind of party, I would have stuck my...
Wait, hold on. Let me do this. There we go. We can edit that out. But Dave, with last time we talked, you introduced the Bloody Mary mix. Now it's all over the place. Fairway markets. I see it everywhere. Online,
ShopRite, Wegmans. We're talking.
It should be everywhere. It's good.
We're trying, man. Whole Foods won't give us the time of day still, though. We're working on Whole Foods.
I think Whole Foods, though, they want to create their own. They're the sneaky people.
Yeah, them and Trader Joe's. They're always looking for a private label.
I got your back because I go to Whole Foods. I do a little snacking for free. I take a little food. I get a little salad on a little plate. I eat it. I go, I'm not hungry anymore. Thank you, Whole Foods, for screwing me last time, for overcharging me.
Let's see. So you're
a real crime fighter, huh?
You're part of the Justice League.
Yeah, the food
What
justice.
What would his food justice league name be?
Johnny Lipitor.
Dear diary, no wonder why I'm single.
That is so cool.
Are you guys? You were talking last time we talked. We were at the barbecue festival.
Yeah, the Big Apple Barbecue Block Party.
How fun is that thing?
That thing is amazing. And this year they had one in St. Louis. It was they called it the Q and the Lou. It was the first year ever. It was so. You guys have to come out there next year for it. It was so much fun.
When is it?
I'll let you know.
Oh, thank you. Oh, never mind.
It was. I think it was in July.
July. Yeah. What was that thing you guys made? Was phenomenal. Was it the bologna?
Oh, did you have some of the Mississippi ribeye?
Yes.
We call it Mississippi ribeye. Literally,
I ate probably like 2 pounds because Dave goes, "Hey, your family, just take whatever you want," and then he goes, "You gotta say something for the rest of us. People are watching. You gotta stop."
So you've been here 40 minutes. We ask you to leave now.
You gotta leave, yeah.
But no, we take that's like Ubons comes from Yazoo City, Mississippi, which is not the most affluent city in the country, and they make do with what they've got, and that's where barbecue was born from, right? Cheap cuts of meat that were cooked long enough to make them all moist and delicious.
Right.
That was for you, ladies. I know how much you love the word moist.
Yeah, and delicious.
And delicious. Today I made wings. Wings are always a crowd pleaser because they're finger food. And
Eric has them. Our buddy Eric has them inside of his skinny jeans right now behind us.
Yeah, I saw he was like Luke Bryan's jeans.
And he carries dental floss.
Is that the guy who was talking about dental floss?
Someone walks in the studio and says, "Do you have any dental floss?" He goes, "I have dental floss."
Dental floss.
You figure if you eat everyone's wings, you should have dental floss.
My idea of dental floss is a thong bikini at the beach. Someone says, "Look, she's wearing dental floss."
That's why you make Bloody Mary mix for a living.
It's true
because you have a spicy mind.
And the Ubons though, we were at the thing. You made what's the sandwich you guys are famous for?
Oh, we have two. The standard pulled pork sandwich is always good.
That's phenomenal.
Please, everybody, public service announcement. The more you know. Put your coleslaw on the fucking sandwich. It goes on top of the pulled pork, and then the sauce goes over it.
Preach.
If you're not putting your coleslaw on the pulled pork sandwich, you're not eating barbecue.
Thank you.
But
and
the
idiots.
Idiot. The other sandwich is we call it a perfect sandwich. We take a nice onion roll, like a fresh onion roll, maybe from Zabar's. Shout out to Zabar's, my first retailer ever. Thank you. You take a fresh onion roll, sliced white onion, smoked prime rib, Dijon mustard, horseradish sauce. Nom.
Wow. Eric just took some wings out of his pocket to fit that sandwich in it.
Roland just had movement.
I did.
Roland had a movement.
Let's talk about your Bloody Mary mix that you're famous for. It's so freaking amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really psyched.
Yeah, I mean, I tried tons of Bloody Marys and they're never as good.
Thank you, man.
Because we give out a lot of our guests, we give them some different mix or something. They always hated it, but yours they love.
That's awesome, man. Well, first off, it's all natural, gluten-free, no MSG, so we try to keep it.
So everyone on the Upper East Side can drink it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at me. I'm a fat bastard who loves food, right? I don't care about any of those things. But the trend is your friend. And if people are out there and they're going gluten-free and they're trying to live a better life and they want to get boozy, give them something that they can get boozy with.
And if anyone tells me they're gluten-free as they drink a Bloody Mary, I'm walking away from them.
Well, no, but you can slap them with your offhand, backhand. Yeah, so if you're a righty, you obviously have to use your left hand or it's not fair.
Right. You're right.
Would Sarah Moulton pick you guys as her favorite Bloody Mary?
That's right. At the Fancy Food Show one year, Sarah Moulton actually published an article where she named our product one of her 13 picks from the show. That was actually one of the launching point. I didn't even tell you this, dude. So we got a huge contract. Our little bottles of Bloody Mary mix, the ones that I brought.
Yeah,
Please tell me they're on an airplane.
I wish airplane. Cruise ships. Princess Cruises has them on all 18 ships, their whole fleet, and they're using them for their room service program.
And me being Cuban, you can use those to float in case something bad happens. I will teach you all.
You know all that good shit, man. That's like survivalism 101.
I can float anywhere.
You can float anywhere?
Yes. With a family of 17.
Cuban.
Me and just a small family of 17 can float anywhere.
On a flotilla.
We'll make it.
Oh, you know what else I wanted to tell you? This Saturday, November 7th, in Long Island City, is the Bloody Mary Liberation Party. And we will be there pouring Bloody Mary. So you can find it on Facebook and everything.
Is there the contest where you could be like the champ?
I don't think it's a contest. I think it's just like a party. Like it's a gathering. They're doing breakfast. There'll be bagels, brunch, lots of oysters, oyster shooters. Our Bloody Mary mix and 2 other mainstream Bloody Mary mixes. I'm not even going to say their names on here.
Wow, who cares about them?
We call them the mediocres.
Yeah.
Pedestrians.
Pedestrian. I
The
like
civilians.
They said while they're waiting in line to get yours, they could have their shitty Bloody Mary mix.
You need someone to put your cigarette out.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you guys were interested in this before, so I'll throw it out there also for your listeners. This is another public service announcement for the barbecuers out there. The more you know. So no, literally. So coolers of any kind are great for keeping beer cold, right?
Yeah.
But the best tip I ever got for barbecue was when you take your meat off the smoker, the thing to do is to put them in a cooler, an empty cooler, obviously,
right.
And it turns into a hot box. Coolers stay hot as well as they do cold. When I got the wings here, you guys were like, "Oh, these things so fucking hot."
Yeah.
Because it was in a cooler with no ice, and it kept it. It's like a proofing box almost. So when you take a pork butt or a brisket or anything off of a cooker, if you put it into a cooler, like an empty cooler, and leave it closed for an hour or 2, it'll make your barbecue so much better.
If we're barbecuing, can we use your mix for like to marinate steaks or whatever?
Definitely. It's a great marinade on steak, pork, chicken, fish, shrimp.
I learned about coolers when I was young. I played hide and go seek, and I hid in a cooler.
That's very smart.
It got really hot in there. They found me. I was fine. After that, I wasn't that good at math or spelling. But besides that, I was good.
Yeah, if you're going to get into a cooler, you have to undo the valve at the bottom.
How much did you put in this drink cup?
He has straight vodka. His isn't even red.
Nice. So, are you guys doing any out west or any more barbecue competitions?
Yeah, we've actually, Ubons has been cooking for 30 years on the competition circuit, and they're starting to very slowly move away from that and going towards the festival circuit. Like this year, last night, Chris Stapleton won the big award at the Country Music Association.
Yeah.
So there's a music festival called the Mighty Mississippi Music Festival.
I love his Chris Stapleton's. Actually, we're gonna play his song at the end of the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Tennessee Whiskey.
Yeah. So at the Mighty Mississippi Music Festival, this was the 2nd or 3rd year this year. He was one of the headlining acts along with Old Crow Medicine Show.
Oh, nice.
And so like a festival like that, the Windy City Country Music Fest and Smoke Out, Ubons was there, and we were selling pulled pork sandwiches and serving bloodies in the VA. It's hard to vend Bloody Marys, right? Because liquor licenses and all that. But we're always there. We're always doing it in the VIP areas and anywhere that people are already paying to get their liquor. That's where we basically just give them out instead of selling them.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
It's a great business model.
Idea,
just give it away.
I know a lot of barbecue guys are getting away from the competition stuff because it's you know what? There's a family in it, right? There's guys that are awesome in it. I was at the Nashville one, and there's really cool people. But there's this new crop of barbecue nerds that are
nerds.
They're worse than Trekkies, man.
I don't even mean nerds like Eric Nagel nerd. Like I mean nerd like Poindexter nerds.
Yeah, like they show up with all this equipment and stuff.
Protractors, calculators.
I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you?
So we won't mention the one you took me to for the barbecue festival where they got the flame torched in each rib.
Yes.
I was like, it's delicious.
Blech.
But it's overkill.
It's like, all right, they go come with the rib. They go, hold on. Shh. Yeah. And then
your food tastes delicious on Pinterest.
We won't mention the names.
Yeah, no, but no, you're right though, and like, and what people are doing now is they're getting
running from the nerds like we always did.
Yeah, it's true. It's like why, like you go to these barbecue competitions, and it's like if you look at a blind box of like the chicken thighs they make, they look like a lot of things, but they don't look like chicken.
Right.
Like it's like that's not what fucking chicken looks like, but that's what the judges want to see.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Is Leslie gonna be in Chopped? I hear.
Leslie is today Thursday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Leslie's on Chopped tonight.
What
Thanks,
time?
Roland. I think it's
just check your Uncle Leslie.
yeah, 9 or
Network.
The new episode that airs tonight on Chopped on Food Network. Leslie Roark Scott, the barbecue princess, will be on Chopped. It's her 3rd appearance on Chopped in the last like 4 months.
Wow.
I run a Food Network gambling underground site. Is she gonna win?
I cannot tell you.
He's blinking in Morse code, but ever since I got stuck in the cooler, I can't count very good.
So
You'll have to watch.
Is she a judge or a contestant?
No, she's a contestant again.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they haven't brought her in to start judging yet. Get on it.
Is she like the different foods and barbecue, or did they just throw anything at her?
She's actually a classically trained chef.
Oh wow.
Oh, she's sandbagging over there. Yeah.
She's very
I'm
sweet.
here to make some barbecue. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, very sweet. Hi, y'all. You go. Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Like, very sweet.
Hey, if there's one thing I've told her other than never pay retail, obviously, David Rosen, right? If there's one thing I've told her other than never pay retail, it's hustle. Just don't stop hustling.
Right.
Right. Where can we find you guys again at?
I still can't. I don't believe I don't have a T-shirt, bro.
Yeah, you don't have a
So
t-shirt.
weird.
Ubons.net. UBONS.net. T-shirts are really cool, and they're
love
offering.
them.
We got free shipping on the site right now for the T-shirts.
Wow, it's like LL Bean of Bloody Mary Mix.
I know.
Yeah, except we don't guarantee it. You don't like it? Tough shit.
There's zero guarantee.
There is no. Can you believe somebody yesterday was like, "Hey, do you have any decals you can send me with it?" I was like, "No, I don't have a fucking sticker. We're not running an apparel company."
I smell food, nerd. Go away.
So, are you gonna do anything in the East Coast right now, or after the Bloody Mary competition, or that's it for the year?
And as we get towards the end of the year, people really start to pucker up. I mean, nobody wants to spend. Nobody wants to do anything. It's everyone has to buy a million presents for the Christmas time. Bloody Marys make lovely gifts.
Lovely gifts for people you don't.
They can also be used as a weapon because it's a nice heavy bottle.
So we can go to ubonds.net to buy the Bloody Mary mix.
Yeah, you can buy the Bloody Mary mix. You can buy the barbecue sauce. You can buy the T-shirts. But most importantly, you can leave us a message and let us know what you think. Interact.
After you buy something, don't just leave
It's true.
messages. This isn't a wishing well.
It's true. It's true.
It's not Kickstarter.
But everyone always complains about the internet, like, oh, it's brought everything too together, and now we love that part of it though, because like if you think about it, like this little company from Yazoo City, Mississippi,
Right.
now we talk to and communicate regularly with people all over the country.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I love it. And you know what? People should know this because you can't get this.
No, you can't.
You know what you should do if someone tries to return this, you should send them back a bottle of Clamato or something.
Oh my God, that's such a good idea.
Isn't that great? Like, this is what you deserve.
Go back to Canada.
Go back to Canada.
Here's your clam juice.
For fuck's sakes, here's your clam juice. Make a Caesar.
Here's your clam juice.
Hey, can we
Here's your clam juice. Now get out of here.
It's funny you say that because I've been lobbying the state of New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey.
Right.
I want to change the state motto. I want the signs when you first drive into Jersey to say, "Welcome to Jersey." Now go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I live in Chatham, which is like an island.
You live in Chatham?
Yeah.
Really? And you play with such a tough guy.
My
Chatham's
restaurants are in Chatham.
It's such an affluent area.
I'm Cuban. I'm just trying not to get deported by Donald Trump in the next couple of months.
well, you guys do have a
No, you made it here. You're good.
I got a Camouflage America shirt on.
you guys do have a sign there that says you have Chris Christie.
Yo, what's with that guy? He makes fat guys everywhere look like
I know.
shit.
My favorite picture of him is him in the tight baseball pants.
Oh my God, with the
Just
weird
Google it.
mangina. I've seen it.
Well, we like to call it the moose knuckle.
The moose
It is a
knuckle.
moose
It is a moose
Just
knuckle.
Google Chris Christie in baseball pants. You'll go, oh.
No, don't. Whatever you do, it's something once you
I have
see it.
restaurants there, so I'd like to say I think he's one of the best governors I've ever seen in my natural life.
Why are you giving us a finger? Oh, you're giving us a finger. Okay.
Wow, really?
I'm sorry. I'm a sellout.
That was total sellout.
I live in Chatham. You have to do what you have to
It's
do to
true.
live there.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's true. He's a Cuban living in Chatham.
Yeah, I'm stretching it right now,
One
guys.
of these is not like the others.
Exactly.
Have you guys ever thought about opening a restaurant in the East Coast?
Man, we have kicked around the idea, but there's number one. There's really good barbecue in New York City already. Like, let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
You can go to Hometown.
Hometown's my favorite.
Hometown's awesome. Billy Durney is
Brisket.
doing it
Billy's
right.
Billy's amazing.
The best Bloody Marys.
Fletcher's is sick.
Yes, Matt Fisher's doing
Matt
amazing
Fisher's
things
awesome,
at
dude.
Fletcher's.
I like Delaney's.
Delaney's
Great
awesome.
brisket.
Daniel Delaney. The brisket there is
Let me tell you
unreal.
why Roland loves Delaney's. He gave him 60 pounds of brisket that he took down. He took down the street like a gypsy. Roland was walking with his brisket.
I was in the food coma for 2 days. I'm
Oh
so
my
happy.
God.
He called out for 2 days. He had the
And the meat
disease of
sweats.
king.
When they found you,
he had
like
gout.
what was
Like, I was shaking. Like, what's wrong? I get the meat sweats. I'll be
He
fine.
had meat sweats.
meat sweats? I get those after going to Plataforma. I love meat sweats.
Oh, platform is amazing.
Oh, fuck. Imagine if you and I went into Plataforma. We were there one night.
All
and
those FaceTiming me with his snuggies on, his
Who was
triple
the-
XL snuggies.
who was like the fattest baseball player of all time? What was his name?
Fernando Valenzuela?
Mo Vaughn.
Oh, move on, yeah.
So we were there one night when Mo Vaughn was there. Now I'm going to say this because it's radio and I'm allowed. The Mets, was he a Met, Mo Vaughn, or was he a Yankee?
He's a Met.
He was a Met. We got it pulled up right here. So the Mets were playing a home playoff game, and he was on the injured list, and that motherfucker was at Plataforma eating with friends instead of even watching his team's baseball game, and we outate him that night.
Well,
Wow.
But to be fair, though, I mean, it's delicious meat.
It is delicious. I mean, sure, but
What I
like,
hate, though, is like you kind of get overly excited when they first bring the first 4 meats out, and then by the 6th one, you're like, oh, that's the good one.
I got news for you. Anyone who goes to Plataforma and takes the chicken and the sausage is a chump.
salad.
You obviously don't know what you're doing if you take the chicken and sausage.
Yeah, no, the salad is.
You don't even belong there.
The salad is amateur hour.
Yeah, they throw it on bread, and I throw it on the floor. I go, no.
the bread with the little cheese in it?
I throw it on the floor. I go, no, thank you.
The salad is
so delicious.
The salad is necessary if you bring like a cokehead girlfriend from Craigslist or something.
Wait, where do you find cokehead girlfriends?
We'll talk after the show.
Okay. Is that what Craigslist is for? I've heard of that.
What was that?
I don't know about the Craigslist part.
With that, we're running out of time. Dave Rosen from Ubons BBQ, ubons.net, and also you can find them at Ubons BBQ on Twitter.
And Ubons, we're on Facebook. We're all over the interwebs.
All over the interweb.
Yeah,
you can't make anything better. You have no talent compared to this guy.
Thank you for stopping by. And coming up next is Duff from Ace of Cakes. It's a very, very special guest. The Cake Boss, better than Cake Boss actually himself.
Cake Boss.
Cake Boss is sorry. Cake Boss is a douche. I killed the Cake Boss. It was my bad.
Home run.
That's all right. My bad. It's from Ace of Cakes. Duff Goldman, thank you for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Duff is here to promote his great new book. It's called Duff Bakes. Bake and bake like a pro at home, which I do enjoy.
I want to get right into this stuff.
Go for it.
I'm the worst bread baker in the world. Good chef, bad bread baker.
Huh. Here's the thing. It's like you can bake. You know, it's just like cooking. It's just a little slower, and you got to take your time and kind of be present.
Right.
But you can totally do it. I promise. And look, if I can bake, right?
I think you can bake.
If I
used
can
to
bake,
work for English, right?
What?
Taught English.
I wait. Do I still?
No, you used to.
I used to. I was like, yeah,
California, right?
No, that was in DC.
On DC.
Yeah, we opened up the Olives at 16th and K, which is awesome. It was right next to the White House, and so the Secret Service was always hanging out.
And you guys made your own bread there for service. I remember. Right?
That's what I did.
You have to be a monster to do that. The volume is.
It's a lot of volume. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like it's fun. Like when you're baking bread, it's just a different discipline,
Right.
But it's really something. I mean,
I just can't do it.
You can.
I tried to make a starter. I almost killed somebody.
Wait, did it turn orange?
Orange.
Okay, yeah.
What's that
orange.
all about?
It's just that's a yeast that you don't want. Basically, there was a bacteria in there that you didn't want. So when it turns orange, you throw it away. You do it again.
My friend's like, "Where'd you find this yeast at a club?" You scraped this off of someone's neck.
It's a VIP section.
This is the Limelight bathroom yeast that I have.
You probably don't want to get started out of that.
Oh my
Next time,
God.
try like blueberries. Right? That's usually a good.
Man, it was
good place to
orange, like
find
not
it.
a good orange.
No,
either.
that's it. With like when the starter turns orange, that means it goes bad and
Right.
it gets a really funky smell. Really funky.
dude.
Now, a starter will smell really strong,
Right.
But it'll be a very vinegary smell. But it's something that you can smell it, and you know that it's something that you can eat, right? But if it turns orange and you smell it, you can smell that it's just not something you're supposed to eat. Trust your nose. Your nose will tell you. But you can do it. And here's the thing: you don't have to make a starter to make bread. Right, next time you're gonna bake some bread, just bake some bread. Like look at this recipe.
No, I saw the pita recipe. That was
Okay, no, the pita is great, and the pita is actually a lot easier than you would think it is, because you think like, oh, pita, there's like a pocket in the middle, and like, how do you get that? It just does it by itself.
Right.
I promise. But like that focaccia, it's ridiculous. It's so good, and
Mine
it's
doesn't look
super
like
easy. It's so easy.
Mine looks like that after I got hit by a car. It's so hard.
Yeah, does Jeff still work for Charm City Cakes?
Yeah, he still does.
Is he the only one that really never went to culinary school? Just he's an
Actually,
architect?
I went to culinary school.
Yeah, did he go, or just
No,
he's
he's
an architect?
He was building architectural models when he started working for me. And he kind of took that like discipline that he learned there and applied it to cakes.
Was he the one that brought it, or did you? Because on your show, you always bring like a power saw to like a cake or something.
That's
he
me.
invented.
Because I'm a redneck, so like I was like, well, if I can figure out a way to use an arc welder on a cake, I will.
Yeah. Maybe the only redneck that has his own wine, Still Kitten.
Yeah.
Is it still available to buy anywhere?
It actually just came out like 2 days ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's called Steel Kitten. It's a port, and it's good. It's really sweet. It's pretty strong. But it's a really, really good wine. It's made with Sonoma Syrah.
Wow. Where can you get that? At your website?
Yeah, you get it at clubw.com.
Club W. Nice. All right. Also, you were the culinary ambassador at the White House too.
I'm a culinary ambassador for the State Department. So basically, what they do is, State Department has this program. It's really, really cool. So it's called Diplomacy Over the Dinner Table,
right,
where they send people like me out into the world to places where they might not hate Americans, but they don't really like us either. They're kind of like, America's just that.
Fans.
Yeah. And so, they send us over like, people that are a little gregarious and kind of outgoing. And we work with like local chefs. I went to Algeria and worked with a bunch of women's business owners. Wow. And it was really cool because, Algeria is a Muslim country. It's not, the most friendly for women to be entrepreneurs in a country like that. And I was over there like doing workshops about like how to run a business, just all the little things to look out for. And it was so cool. It was amazing.
It's so out of the box, man.
Oh yeah. And it's really, man, it's an amazing place.
I mean, being a New York City chef, I'd be locked up in an hour.
You would.
Let me ask you a question. So my experience with your food is in food festivals. I used to work for Guy Fieri to do all the events.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So when you always had your little event, your little stuff, why was your stuff good and all these fancy pastry chef stuff suck at every one of these events? I want to know.
I think it probably just comes down to the fact that I'm not smart. And I think a lot of times when you're doing like demos for the stage, you don't do everything you're supposed to do. You don't do like you don't season your food.
Like we eat it in the back in the pavilion, like. Dude,
exactly.
The dude actually made a cake.
Well, because I don't know how to like strip out the things that I don't need to have there for a live demo. Where like people, like some people I guess are just better being like, oh, I don't need to show that step because it's just no one's actually going to eat this food. But I'm thinking like it does end up backstage, and people are going to eat it.
It's like inside baseball, but when you're doing these food and wine festivals, all the other celebrity chefs, they have like a rating system for whoever's on stage, like. You see them running towards the pavilion. It's like, oh, well, Duff's making something. We're gonna go eat it. And then someone else would come, and you see everyone leave. Like, that's not going to be good.
Yeah,
They use pine nuts on everything.
Oh yeah, it's like like bow tie pasta with like Julienne bell peppers on there. Yeah, so it's just like, oh man,
that's awesome.
The Barilla tent.
Damn, the dreaded Barilla tent. I just did the Nashville Food and Wine Festival with all the barbecue guys, and they bet me, and I stole the Barilla hat, and I started doing a demo, and they kicked me off. I'm like, we're gonna make farfalle, and they're like, get this guy out of here.
Farfalle Southwest style.
Southwestern Cajun chicken Alfredo.
Duff, you just said you just came back from New Zealand. How's the food culture there?
It's cool. It's very British, so you get a lot of fish and chips and bangers and mash and like pies and pasties and stuff. So like it's good. It's I didn't eat a vegetable while I was there though. Not a lot of vegetables.
Everything with parents.
Yeah, a lot of sheep, a lot of lamb. Had a lot of rack of lamb.
Did you try the cheap balls or
the what?
The sheep balls they make over there, like they're like these weird.
I was doing that show, Chefs versus City. Remember that show?
Yeah.
So I was on there, and they made us eat lamb or veal testicles,
right?
And when you make a testicle, you're supposed to like first you remove the membrane because that's gross, and then you slice it, and then you bread it and you deep fry it, right? And then once it's bread and deep fried, it's fine, whatever, right?
It's good.
These things were whole, and they were like. Just like lightly sauteed with bell peppers, so they just tasted extra disgusting.
It's like Fear Factor.
It was so gross, and like we had to like eat them really fast. And I couldn't do them. I was swallowing them whole. I was just like
that was a good show, man. You were like the Dave Attell of like.
I don't know. That show was so.
Everyone was muted. You're like damn.
Yeah, right. But so like we're doing that show. At the end of it, we had to make a salad out of. We were in Phoenix, and we had to make a salad out of all these plants we had found in like a botanical garden.
Right, because it definitely wasn't outside.
Right. So I'm picking up all this cactus and I'm holding it. I didn't realize like it has like the big spikes, but then it had little tiny ones.
Oh, the little ones. Yeah,
so the little ones went through my shirt and like I was completely, and I didn't know for a while, like, then we finished the show and they're all like hanging out after, like we're done filming. We're just kind of like, catching our breath.
Why is Duff being so messy?
And all of a sudden I'm just like a little itchy, and they had to hold me down, take my shirt off, and they used duct tape and like got all
40-year virgin.
Things. Yeah, 40-year virgin stuff. But then that didn't even work. So then they had to shave me because I'm like the missing link. I'm pretty hairy, and so then they had to shave me. And then they're like, taking tweezers. Chef Arone, Chris Cosentino, and Jeff are pulling the little spikes.
I don't talk shit through the whole thing.
Oh man, I was like, you guys. Like, I was mad.
That's how I saw it on Snatches. I was in the Barilla tent. He goes, get that alcoholic out of
Yeah, you should work something out with Barilla.
they're definitely
do
nothing's
viral
coming my way
marketing with them.
after Tennessee. Nothing's coming my way with Barilla. I found the Janet Jackson mic and everything.
Oh no!
It's great.
Do you still play bass on your band?
I do. So we're I'm in a new band now. It's all chefs out in Los Angeles. We're called Foie Gras.
If you have a T-shirt, I want an XL.
We don't have one yet. We've only had one show so far, but we're doing fun stuff. We're playing we play some Toto. Playing Hold the Line. You know that song?
Do you have a band?
Yeah,
do you have a website for your band?
We don't. No, I mean we've literally had one show. We've practiced 6 times.
Who are the other chefs?
Bruce Kalman from Union Restaurant. Okay. Awesome chef. Yeah, really, really good guy. And then his beverage director. And then this other guy, Jeff, and another.
Bruce actually still cooks in a restaurant. Which
nice.
That's refreshing, right?
It is. It's funny. I get that too. People come in the bakery. They come into Charm City Cakes, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "Work here."
I kind of own it.
I making a cake, or Voltaggio's right down the street from me. People go in his restaurant, like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Cooking fish."
Yeah.
What do you think I'm doing?
Well, the restaurant business has changed a lot. The margins and everything. Now the chefs have to be there. It's completely changed.
I would kind of think that they would have to be there.
The mega guys are fantastic. I don't even know how they do it. 30 restaurants.
Oh man, at that point it's just amazing. Who I think's doing it the best is Jose Andres.
Yeah,
that guy, man.
Yeah.
He's
got such energy.
Oh yeah. He is the most solid.
I love the way he embraces American culture too.
Oh yeah,
because we kind of look at it we were born here. We get, but he looks at it in a completely different.
I don't know, man.
He's like the hot dog.
But after you've been you travel for a while, doing what I do for the State Department, I'm all over the world. Right. I gotta tell you, man, really, America's awesome.
Oh, dude.
We're lucky.
That's you realize how good America is when you order sushi in San Francisco airport and it's good.
And it's awesome.
You're
right.
Did I just have ramen in an airport?
Oh, yeah,
really
totally.
It's crazy.
Or you go to Terminal 4 here and you get off the plane 7 in the morning. You're like, sweet, Shake Shack.
I know,
nice.
Right?
Are you letting that Shake Shack's going to be in LA pretty soon? Next week?
Yeah.
They're taking over the West Coast.
I think In-N-Out Burger's sweating a little bit.
Let me tell you something. West Coast is a different burger culture. They really bring it.
They do. Man, there's burgers all
everywhere.
Yeah, remember that scene in Pulp Fiction?
Right.
Is that Hawaiian burger? You know what I mean? I never really understood that scene until I went to LA and I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah. Right. Have you had the Tommy's burgers in LA?
Big Tommy's?
Yeah.
So there's Big Tommy's with 2 M's and there's Big Tommy's with 1 M.
Well, here we go.
I'm doing one by the Isoplex with the chili.
Roland, I would tread lightly talking about burgers.
Oh man, yeah, it's good. Have you been to Apple Pan?
No, not yet.
Yes, I have been to Apple Pan. It's awesome.
I think that might be the only burger ever that I think is better than Shake Shack.
Wow.
Really? That's big. That's
a
big
nuts,
burger.
man.
Apple Pan's good.
Apple Pan's good.
And the look of it.
Oh, yeah. So it's a U-shaped counter. And then, everybody's sitting there. And you basically, you sit down, you order, you eat, and you leave. Yeah. Because the line behind every chair is 3 or 4 people deep. So there's people just standing there watching you eat. Hurry up, finish your fries.
My grandmother's there.
Oh yeah, totally. And you're sitting there trying to have a conversation. There's 9 people looking at you you done yet? You done? Hold on, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm from the East Coast.
Chill.
I'm a blogger.
Right.
I'm a blogger for God's sake.
Oh, okay. So I had this. This is funny. I probably shouldn't tell this story. I'm gonna tell it to anybody. So I was in my bakery, and next door there was a lady who she wanted a picture with me, but I was I forget, I was doing something, and so the people next door were hey, you can't go over there right now, he's busy. And so she's waiting and waiting. I had no idea. I was just doing whatever I was doing. I walk out the back when I was done. It was 45 minutes later. I need to get in my truck, and so I'm getting in my truck. I'm about to drive away, and I just hear Duff, and I was so I turn around, and there's this lady in the car with her kids, and she's just I wanted to take a picture with you, and shit. With my kid, and then my kids are waiting, and now they're really upset, and you wouldn't take a picture with me, and so if you don't take one now with my kids, I'm gonna leave a bad review on Yelp.
You terrorist.
I looked at her, I was just sorry lady, I don't negotiate with terrorists. It was awesome. I felt so good.
Yeah, South Park is used to by Yelp because they wrote a song about them.
When you leave here,
Google,
don't ruin it for them.
YouTube it.
It's going to change your life.
It's going to be the best thing ever. You
stand in the hallway.
Okay.
You will share.
Watch the YouTube video. And there's it's unbelievable.
Wow.
It changed my life. I sent to every chef I know,
everybody was frozen.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I got to see
I think
this.
Yelp's suing for $10 million too. And South Park guys were like, we don't care. It's gonna be
so South Park wrote a Yelp review about them suing them.
Yeah, it's great.
Those guys are genius.
They're great.
I love it.
You don't want to go against, like, if they pick on you, just look the other way.
Embrace it.
Because it's going to hurt.
It's here.
You know what I mean?
And now AC Cakes is a whole new audience too, because now Netflix it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix now, which is great. It's only like 20 episodes. Like, I'm trying to wait for those guys to put a few more of them on there because it's
10 years, bro.
Yeah, 10 seasons, so it's like 6 years.
Seasons,
yeah,
6
yeah.
years. That's a long time.
It's a long time, especially like you think about like people celebrate the 100th episode of something when they're filming like 2 episodes a day.
Right.
Our like AC Cakes took a week to make 1 episode.
Because
so
it's
like
real,
100
it's like
episodes.
real handcrafted stuff.
Oh yeah, it was great. I mean, it's an awesome show. But now we have a new one coming out. It should probably premiere in Marchish. It's called Cake Masters, and it's basically Ace of Cakes but in Los Angeles.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
You're doing good, man.
doing all right. Hanging
But
in
your
there.
stuff is good.
That's the thing. It's like
The Food
like,
Network Pavilion at the Food and Wine Festival says your stuff is good.
It is, and the thing like when you're putting stuff on the shelf, right? So I got like my own branded cake mix and stuff. Like it's got to be awesome. You know what I mean? Like if you're
And it
putting
stands out. Like in the supermarket, like you see all the other cake mixes.
Yeah.
It's like foot and vanilla. And
Yeah.
then you're just like this. It's just like, duh! I'm like, is that him dressed like a cat jumping a motorcycle? I'm like,
probably.
that's a nice logo.
Yeah.
On your show, Sugar High, did you ever find like an awesome dish? Are you like, I wish I made this? Like an awesome pastry?
Well, I had this foyatelle in Boston at this place called Modern Pastry, and I got to tell you, man, like I had never seen one of these things made. They taught me how to make it. It was pretty incredible. Like I'd never really had that much of an appreciation for like old school, Boston North End Italian pastries, right? Just it was never kind of my thing. Like I wasn't really into the cookies. Most of the cannolis I've had have been from a mix, just not all that great. You go to the North End of Boston, though, man. Those cannolis, just
They're stuck in time, though.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm just like all those shells are fresh. They're making them in house. They're not buying shells. And the filling, it's not from a mix. They're actually making the filling from scratch, which goes bad a lot quicker. But that's great because it tastes a lot better. And you don't have all the stabilizers in there. But man, the foyatelle, that was a whole discipline I had never ever seen. I mean, just blew me away.
I learned that later in my career since, growing up in New York. I didn't like Italian pastry because they kept giving me old pastry.
Yeah.
Everywhere I went, it was like 3 days old, so it tasted terrible.
Yeah.
But when you eat the real thing, it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's really
fantastic.
something else. But it's hard to find. I mean, it's really it's hard to find. Like we have a couple of Italian bakeries in Baltimore, and
Unfortunately, we are running out of time.
This is fun.
Yeah, go to Amazon, buy it now. It's an amazing book.
He knows more
Duff
than you.
Bakes, think, and bake like a pro at home. And also on his Twitter is Duff_Goldman. And also on the internet, go to his website, Charm City Cakes, or also foodnetwork.com as well to see all the shows.
For all the people that didn't understand Roland, just go on the internet.
Yeah, go to the internet, www.com.
Just Google it.
Google Duff Bakes.
Just Google Duff, and then he'll help you out.
And then
He speaks English. Duff speaks English.
Like when somebody's like, oh man, like give me your email. How do I get in touch with you? I'm like, just Google.
And also, he's in LA signing November 17th too. I heard.
Yeah, totally. We'll be at the we'll be in Santa Monica at Barnes and Noble on the what is it, the Avenue?
18th, November 18th.
What is it called? The Grove, the Avenue,
The
Grove? No,
Third Street Promenade.
Where is
Street
it?
Promenade?
3rd Street Promenade. That's
Third Street
it.
Promenade.
Yeah.
So go there and you get your book signed by Duff.
He knows more.
A great
than you.
Christmas gift
I
too.
promise.
I probably do.
Yeah.
Probably do.
Thanks,
guys.
Thank you
This
for
is
talking
great.
about the food court. And as always, my co-host Carl Ruiz, thank you for coming by.
Woo!
Yeah, he's a little bit sauced. You can find me on Twitter at Rolandos99, on YouTube, Roland's Food Court, also on Instagram. It's Roland's Food Court. The show will be up later on Sirius XM On Demand.
Roland's Food Court is now closed. If you missed it or want to hear it again, check it out on Sirius XM On Demand. Also, check out Roland's Food Court on Instagram. Till next time.